I had sworn never to make any political videos because the majority of you seem to lack critical thinking. But if I stay silent, it would feel like treason against my dear country. It's amusing how we humans claim to be superior to every other creature under the sun, and yet we lack the basic principles of nature. Those animals you see, hyenas, wolves and lions, choose their leaders based on strength, courage and wisdom. But us, with all our so-called common sense, choose leaders not based on their capability, but on appearance, comedy and their empty promises. There was even a woman voted into parliament simply because she knows how to shake a nyash, and another one because she was a good gospel artist. Yesu better nange. But she ended up abandoning her duties and fleeing to Canada, thus betraying the people of Buyikwe who had entrusted her with their votes. As we prepare for these coming elections, I beg of you not to vote someone just because they are from your tribe, region or religion, but instead vote for their capability, background, values and the manifesto they place on the table. Unlike other roles, a nation's supreme leader is a God-sent custodian with the power to give life or even take it away. And I'm not talking about the life of an individual, but the life of the entire nation with just a snap of a finger based on the decisions he makes. Think of it like a bus. We pray for the driver to take us safely to our destination. Even if he's intoxicated or talking on phone, we stay quiet, but deep inside we pray for journey mercies, because at that moment he holds our lives in his hands. He can decide to finish all of us in an instant, or he can stop over at Lukaya or Namawojolo so we can grab some refreshments and muchomo. In simple terms, he can do anything he likes. And for me, this is the time I feel most vulnerable, because my life would be in the hands of someone I don't even know. And if another passenger dares to confront him for a mistake he might have done, we all rush to defend him, because at that specific moment he holds our fate. In civilized places like China, you can't just emerge from nowhere and become a supreme leader. You've never been a school prefect, a village chairperson, a head of a family, not even a WhatsApp group admin. But simply because you are good at shouting and comedy, you somehow expect us to vote for you. No way. Developed nations scrutinize a person before giving them a seat. They examine his family background, religion, education, academic performance, leadership record, and criminal history. Does he pay taxes well? In other words, is he a good citizen? But not just letting anyone bring their drama to the government. Guys, we must accept that not everyone can lead a country. Just because I'm good at making these edutaining videos doesn't mean I should become a president. Hope you get me on this. Take Milton Obote, may he rest in peace. To me, he remains the most incompetent Ugandan president ever. Somehow, this man managed to reach the top, but his lack of leadership and interpersonal skills caused him failure after failure. He got the first, second and third chances, but all in vain. See, as a prime minister, he faced an army mutiny in January 1964 which he failed to control and had to beg the British to come to his rescue. Something so embarrassing for a leader, because it shows that you are not in control of your own country. Then in 1971, his friend General Idi Amin Dada overthrew him, but fortunately he returned in 1980, only to be overthrown again by General Tito Okello in 1985. Remember, coups mean death of many people and cripple economies. Before we continue, please consider liking and following this channel for such reliable insights. Back to the point. Let's look beyond our borders. George Weah, a legendary footballer, won Liberia's presidency by a landslide in 2018. But by the time he left office in 2024, the economy was in shambles. Movie actor Arnold Schwarzenegger stepped down because of the overwhelming California's policies. Drama actor Joseph Estrada of Philippines was impeached for corruption. Ronald Reagan, the 40th president of USA, was a great actor, but many say he was not a great leader. And why am I even biting my tongue? Just look at Volodymyr Zelensky, a comedian who was elected to power and took his drama straight into a nation which was on a brink, plunging it into a full-blown conflict. Perhaps this guy knew nothing about geopolitics or Cold War. Otherwise, this wouldn't have happened. Ukraine and Russia were once brothers and sisters living in peace. But since the fall of the Soviet Union, she became a buffer zone between Russia and NATO, an alliance created to challenge, contain, or even annihilate Russia from the world map. Unless you are insane, if you border such a giant and try to join a group that threatens its existence, then you are stepping on a landmine. The best move is to stay neutral and act as a buffer between the two sides. America misled Zelensky with promises of security and other benefits, making him forget that even USA almost triggered a nuclear war in 1962 when Russian submarines arrived in her backyard in Cuba. Similar tensions are playing out now in Venezuela. So I ask, does the person you're voting to power understand complicated geopolitics like this one? Does he grasp the nation's fiscal policy? Will he maintain good relations with President Kagame? Will he ensure M23 rebels remain tamed? Can he protect the region from Al-Shabaab terrorists? Or he will just plunge the bus over Karuma Falls? If your MP can fight in parliament without shame or remorse, imagine what he will do on the international stage, where they entertain no nonsense but diplomacy and tolerance. If he can't settle small grievances with his own brothers of the same country, how will he deal with more hostile foreigners who envy and wish to devour our beautiful nation? An ordinary person cannot understand these things or comprehend the tension Uganda is balancing on. I sometimes think not everyone should vote for such top positions. Should we say that a vote of an elite, knowledgeable and rational person count the same like that of a villager who knows nothing about current affairs? That's like asking a P3 pupil to solve an integration or differentiation assignment. In a bid to keep Africa in despair, imperialists imposed this system upon us, knowing we would elect incompetent leaders and halt our own development. Ideally, the common person would elect their local leaders, who after thorough scrutiny become members of parliament, who then elect the president. But the problem is that even that process can severely be corrupted. Most of us don't understand how real politics works. So letting everyone directly choose a supreme leader is like letting a 2-year-old touch fire. For example, if most passengers in that bus tell the driver to take a sharp corner at 180 kilometers per hour just to reach their destinations early, all of us will likely die. Meaning the majority desire doesn't necessarily mean something is right. So I beg of you, if you don't understand politics well, let those who do choose for you. And once the race is over, let's support whoever wins so that they can lead us safely to the promised land. In fact, every leader, whether parents at home, boss at work, a head teacher, a village chairperson, in one way or the other affects your well-being. And so we need to pray for them. After all, you already say that leadership comes from God. So why not let him choose for us? Because unlike animals in the wild, we humans choose leaders not out of ability or smartness, but out of excitement, a move which is so dangerous. Lastly, apart from the president and LOC1 chairpersons, let every MP, councillor, mayor, and other officials who have served 2 or more terms step down, for they have nothing new left to offer except feeding their own bellies. Murak UG, thanks for watching.